Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is your match preview for Arsenal versus Chelsea, and look, I could sum this preview up in 10 seconds, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to deprive you guys of content. I'm not going to deprive myself of getting the chance to get everything off my chest. So, look, yeah, this could be done very, very quickly, but we'll go into detail in relation to tomorrow, because we got to be honest, it's only heading one way. And I hate to be able to come on for an Arsenal versus Chelsea London derby at the Emirates, a fixture I used to look forward to so much. Arsenal away. Yes, gonna go over there and do the business and nick 3 points and stick it into them and then put salt on the wound, yeah? That's how it used to be. Now it's gonna be their turn. It's absolutely gonna be their turn, and there's no other way of this going. You know, I've got a few things to say, both to Chelsea fans and to Arsenal fans, because Arsenal fans have been surprising. Very surprising. But yeah, we'll get into it all very shortly. Before we do, don't forget to check out the second channel, link in the description, Younes Talks, for other generic non-football stuff. All together, different, type of content over there, different type of bread, all sorts, completely different. So make sure you check it out if you are interested. Go and sub over there, much appreciated. Let's get cracking. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Arsenal currently second in the league, not top of the table. They've just been eclipsed by Manchester City because Man City did beat Fulham, and now they've got a game in hand, and Arsenal are kind of in the situation now where they've lost a bit of control. They've lost control of being able to hold on to top spot. They can only keep control of their results and just hope Man City drop in one game or two, which is very unlikely considering Man City still have to play us, so we're not exactly helping the cause. But that's going to be their motivation for tomorrow. They're going to come out and go, look, we can only control what we can control. Let's get back on track. Let's take it out on a Chelsea that have no idea what they're doing. From head to toe, left to right, upstairs, downstairs, whatever you want to call it, Chelsea look lost, right? So it's Arsenal's chance to get themselves back on track against a completely broken Chelsea, right? You'd normally look at this from a Chelsea perspective and go, we have a chance to end Arsenal's title race. Let's be honest. If Chelsea somehow were to get a result tomorrow, Arsenal's title race is over. Man City are champions. It's done. There's no way Man City are going to bottle that much and Arsenal are going to claw back that much if Arsenal were to lose tomorrow. It's not going to happen. So that should be motivation for Chelsea. Unfortunately, we have not got what it takes. Now, do we have what it takes on a footballing level? When you look at the players on paper, yeah? You'd think we do. But this is where I have to address some Chelsea fans that, and I understand it, look, I get it, I don't blame you guys, I really don't, and if I was saying the same, I wouldn't blame myself, that are saying, oh no, you know what, look, it's possible, anything can happen, come on, yeah, we're going to go over there and get a result, because it's Arsenal, it's London derby, we're going to be up for it. Listen, the problems that we went through when the article came out a couple of days ago, right? The problems surpass the issues on the pitch. If this was only a footballing issue on the pitch, I can absolutely tell you, let's make a few adjustments and we can do it. There is no way that these players and this team and even Lamps and this squad are going to go to the Emirates with the way that the club is in at the moment and get a result. It's just not going to happen. It's just with what? The players are not even in the right mindset. Lamps is not even in the right mindset. I mean, Lamps isn't even helping himself, let alone helping the cause. But take away anything tactical and anything in terms of what the players can actually do on an individual level or even on a collective level, which is non-existent. But just the way that things are operating at Chelsea and the way that everyone's mental mindset is right now, there is no way that these players are going to come and put on a performance. It's not going to happen. And there's some people that go, oh, no, but you got to believe. Let's believe. How? With what? And there's this thing, right? Look, I have to address this because I see it from a few fans. I'm like, get out of the delusion. It's turned into a delusion. When people go, oh, no, you got to be positive, right? Just be positive because, if we have belief, we're going to do it. That's not how it works. That would apply to the players, the ones that can actually go onto the pitch and do something. But you have to understand the situation that they're in right now, which, as I've said, on a non-footballing level, they're not coming into this game with any reason to be confident whatsoever. let alone the footballing flaws that we have because of what Lampard decides to do one week in, week out. But even then, look, with Graham Potter, and we had the issues that we were having. There is nothing. You can't just be delusional and go, no, we're just going to be positive, right? But believe. If we had something to believe in, absolutely believe, I'd be coming on here and be like, of course we can go to the Emirates and win. Of course. History tells you that. We have nothing going into this fixture. There is nothing in this squad that is working at the moment. On the pitch, tactically, mentally, within the club, within the organisation, the decisions being made, the relationships, everything is wrong. Which leads me to the Arsenal fans, right? I'm actually seeing some Arsenal fans going, you know what? Yeah, we've not been great. And Chelsea away, Chelsea at home, who knows? Yeah, they can. They got a good team. They're gonna come and they might shock everyone. We're a bit down at the moment because we let some results go and we might not win the league now. So I'm feeling a little bit shaky. No. Don't try and bring this whole underdog narrative. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you've got nothing to worry about. We wish we had your problems right now. We wish that we had your problems right now. Your problem is, man, we might miss out on the title. Bloody hell, that's where we want to be. We want that problem. For Arsenal to come after everything that they've done this season, for the way that they sustain themselves at the top of the table, with the players that they have, with the way that they've been playing, it's inexperience. It's a young squad. And it's you have to say, it's even an inexperienced manager at this moment. What do I mean by moment? I mean, I saw something in the air. I thought I'd get that out of the lens. What do I mean by that? I mean, Arteta's never been in this situation himself. As a player or as a manager. Competing for the Premier League title. Pep has. So when you look at, the experience, of course, Pep is going to have much more of an idea on what to do. Hence why Arsenal capitulated against City. And why Arsenal, I feel like, done what they did in the results prior, where they let results go or they had to claw back. Inexperience. There's a certain pressure, I think, at that level where you're competing, where you're so close to the title that you need to have a certain skill set, not just in terms of ability, but in terms of how you're going to pull yourself through and keep that momentum going at such a moment of pressure. And Arsenal, I feel like, let themselves go a bit, which, as I've said, with the players that they have and the manager that they have, it's not a surprise. So when you look at that, you can understand why Arsenal have fallen the way that they did just a bit. But they've got a chance to claw themselves back up. They've got a chance to be able to say, no, look, we can only control what we can control. And Arsenal, the way that they've been playing and what they've done this season is very, very impressive. Arsenal move the ball well. They attack well. They've not defended very well recently. But as a block and the way that they move when there isn't that much pressure, man, they play really, really well. And they've got something going really, really nicely. Chelsea at the moment, just to give you guys a perspective, the Arsenal fans watching, we can't score a goal. And I don't mean, but they've had chances, they just can't put it in the net. No, we've gone past that now. We cannot score a goal. We could have an empty net and you could have all 11 go, all right, take a shot. And we'd probably miss every single one. We cannot score a goal. You've got nothing to worry about. Honestly. And I have to say, it is what it is. We've come to terms with it because of game after game after game. We're numb to it now. We're numb to it. If we get battered tomorrow, I'm not going to be angry. There's nothing. I've done that. I've been there and done that and worn the t-shirt time and time again this season. It's finished. It's finished. We're done. So there's nothing to be worried about as an Arsenal fan. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Arsenal, I feel like, are going to come with the crowd, with a buzz, we've got to get ourselves back on track and motivation. That's when the fans can come and say, no, believe. Because there's something to believe in there. We've got nothing. No reason. And as I've said, at least if it was only tactical reasons why we are where we are, I can say, yes, come on and believe, because if we make the right decisions, we might get a result. We can do anything tomorrow. It's not happening. It's not happening. Because there's no relationships within the team. There's nothing tactically that Lampard's doing, which is actually a good decision. But beyond that, the way that things have been operating at the club, the nonsense that's happening from owners all the way down, the decisions being made, the mental aspect of everyone and where they are, and players wanting out and things happening and players that are unhappy, and the staff that's been chopped and the new guys that haven't built relationships, and it's a mess. It's a mess. You expect that Chelsea to come and get a result at the Emirates? Come on, have a day off. Have a day off. Even people are going to say, no, but you know what, Arsenal, yeah, we nearly lost against Southampton. You know, they were 3-1 up. We had to get back to 3-3. We're not having a good moment. We lost to Southampton. We lost. You didn't lose. We lost. They came to the bridge and done a number on us. And that was with Graham Potter. That wasn't even with Lampard. God forbid, if that was with Lampard, we probably lost 3-0, not 1-0. We got no reason. We got no reason to get a result tomorrow. We got no reason tomorrow. It'll be a miracle if Chelsea got a result tomorrow, honestly. So when I go into the starting 11, who I would go with, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. But when you look at the league table now, and you look at the teams in the relegation zone, because I was saying, look, we got to look over our shoulders here. We're not done yet. People are saying the season's finished. It's not. We got to hope just to not get relegated now. And thank goodness for the points that we got at the start of the season, because if it wasn't for that, we would be in that relegation zone. I can't believe I'm saying that. We would be. We'd be 18th. And the maths say it all. Go and do the mathematics for yourself. Go and do the mental arithmetic for yourself, right? Go and put 2 + 2 is 4 together, and you'll find that with the points that we got at the start of the season, if it wasn't for that, we'd be in a relegation zone. Tells you where we are. So when you look at that, and on that level, considering the teams that are in that relegation zone at the moment, Leeds, Everton, we'll see what happens with Leicester and Everton. That's a 6-pointer. So one of them's got to get a result. One of them's got to stay down. That's what's helping us at the moment, because there is still a 10-point gap between us and 18th. 9 points between us and 17th. Mathematically, we can still end up there. And I think we're going to finish 15th. If I'm predicting, I think we'll finish 15th. Crystal Palace have gone above us. We've got games in hand, but we're about to lose tomorrow, let's be honest. Wolves have caught us up pretty much. There's a big melee. We've got to play top teams. We are going to finish 15th, if I have to predict. So when you look on that aspect, yes, we can have a little bit of breathing space. We're not going to get relegated. So what would I do? Because let me be honest, on a tactical level, to have damage limitation tomorrow, we shouldn't play the back four. We have to go over back three or back five. But at the same time, I'm starting to shift over to the vibe of why waste time? And you know what? Why not take the risk? Screw it. We're not going to get relegated, it seems. Cool. I hope not. I hope somehow the maths don't maths and we end up in that zone, right? We might as well start preparing for Poch if he is going to be coming, because what's going on there as well? We're waiting. Nothing's happening. We keep hearing whispers. Oh, you know, there's still final stage discussions, a final stage interview. Man is on his 65th interview by now. What's going on? Anyway, no announcement before the Arsenal game. Prior to that, we were hearing there might be an announcement on Saturday. That passed. Oh no, now there's nothing before Arsenal. It's dragging. It's dragging. And why? We start hearing that Poch doesn't like when people come into the dressing room. We start hearing about certain demands that Poch has been making. We start hearing that he's not a yes man now, is he? Because there were some people thinking he was a yes man. I have to be honest, that was one of my concerns. Is he just someone that's going to, cushion up with his owners? Turns out he's not that guy. Great. I love it. Fantastic. That's got me more on board with Poch, if I'm honest, because that's the sort of manager you need. But you have to be honest, that's going to be what probably breaks things with the owners, because they want such a hold on things and they don't understand that they have to let go. So on that basis, we're still waiting for Poch to arrive. So when you consider, all things considered, if it is going to be Poch, if we are sure, which right now I have to say, it does look likely, so I have to base it on that, because why waste time? So when we get into the starting 11 that I'm about to show you, we might as well prep for Poch's arrival and how I think he's going to play and who I think he's going to play. The formation, the style, and the players that I think he's going to go with. We might as well get them going. So without further ado, here is my starting 11. Now, as I said, all things considered, a back four, which, look, I have to be honest. If this was an isolated incident, right, an isolated game that we have to worry about, Arsenal-Chelsea in and of its own, this formation I'm showing you is suicidal. And I have to be honest, this formation alone might be why we get absolutely destroyed tomorrow. But Why waste time? Because back 3, back 4, back 5, back 8, back 6, back 15, right? You could get more players on the pitch and still put them in defence and we'd still get smashed. We're losing. So whether it's 1-0, 2-0, 5-0 or 6-0, we're losing. So we might as well try. We might as well try with a back 4 and a way that Poch is going to implement. Because he's not going to play a back 3. He's not going to do it, right? And you have to argue, the back 3 is not going to be sustainable for a long period of time. You are eventually going to shift to a 4. I think Poch is going to do that if he does coming anyway. So you know what? Play with width. Play with the width, considering the fullbacks and considering the wingers. Not inverted wingers or you could say wing forwards. No. Wingers. Mudryk is a winger. We're playing him on the wing. Madueke is a winger. We're playing him on the wing. And we've got fullbacks there, which we're about to get into. And I have to say, defensively, this doesn't look great on paper. I've gone with Chilwell, Thiago Silva, Fofana and Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta has to play. If I had my way, he wouldn't. But we've got no one else. Some are going to say, well, okay, we'll go to a back 3 and play Loftus-Cheek there. Well, okay, that's a back 3. But what I'm saying is, Poch won't do that. So, and as I've said, we've been playing the back 3, haven't we? And look what's been happening. We can play the back 4 as well. The same thing's going to happen. This is what I'm saying. We're going to lose tomorrow. This is clear. We are losing tomorrow. So back 3, back 4, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't. But at least this is somewhat preparing for if Poch is going to get the job, we actually get some sort of familiarity with what he would do. So that's the back 4. Badiashile I would bring in, but can you bench Thiago Silva in a game like this where his experience might come in? We also have to be honest. Defensively hasn't really been our issue. It's been the fact we've not done anything up top. When you look at our goals conceded, we're actually all right. But we don't score. Hence why we lose. We lose 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 2-0. We don't lose 4, 5, 6, except for Manchester City in the FA Cup. Apart from that, we don't get battered. Tomorrow that could change. I'm not gonna lie. But it's the attack. It's the fact that we don't score. We don't have anything going forward. There's nothing to build upon for us. There's no system. There's nothing for us to score. So defensively is not my concern. Hence why, you know what, I would put more emphasis on attacking. I would put more emphasis on the players that I feel like can actually bring something to the table for a chance that might end up in the net. Hence why I've gone with a 4. This 4, Aspie at right back, because as I've said, there's no one else. Fofana can't play right back, let's be honest. Chalobah can't play right back, let's be honest. Loftus-Cheek can't play right back. Right wing back, okay, but right back, no, let's be honest. So Aspie's got to do it. Reece James is injured. There's no one in the academy we're going to bring up, so it is what it is. The midfield, Enzo and Kante. Enzo more license to go forward. Tuck back in. Kante to go forward. Tuck back in. They can play off each other. Felix as the guy in front. Felix looks like he might get a second loan. So we got to take that into consideration. If Poch were to come, I think Felix stays for another loan. So Felix in the middle as the creative man and behind the striker. On his left, Mudryk. Poch will play him. On his right, Madueke. Poch will probably play him. Up top, give it to Fofana. Some are going to say Aubameyang. Not tomorrow. Not at the Emirates against Arsenal, because that could destroy him. With all of his experience and everything he's done, imagine him rocking to the Emirates, getting all the flack from the crowd. Much like I think Mudryk will, but Mudryk's new to the league. He doesn't have that much. He's never played for Arsenal. Aubameyang will just get bantered. Let's be honest. He misses a chance, he's going to get ridiculed. Fofana, nothing to lose. Play him. Lamps even mentioned him in the press conference, right? Play him. He's saying Havertz is back. You best believe Havertz is going to play up top tomorrow. Wait for it. Havertz will play up top tomorrow. Why? Why bat a broken record? Why are we batting a dead horse? What's the point? What's the point? So look, this is my starting 11, but I'm about to tell you what I think Lampard's going to do. So ladies and gentlemen, that would be my starting 11. As I said, do I think it's going to get us goals? It's the best we got, but it's not about... I genuinely don't think now we're at a point where it's about, which personnel are playing. That's not going to be the complete difference maker. It's everything at the football club that's the difference maker. It's the environment that these players and even Lampard and Potter and the managers and the staff and the whole organisation is a mess. There's no way that doesn't translate on the pitch. Of course it does. These players have zero stability, zero confidence, zero faith, zero everything. And then we're told that, oh no, believe. That's not on us. It's on the players. And they don't have it right now. And I can't blame them. So when I look at this, and I honestly look at Frank Lampard now and what I think he's going to do, because that was my starting 11, he's going to go over back three, probably. If he goes over back four, I'll actually be surprised. But I reckon he'll go to a back three. I reckon he'll go with 6 midfielders again. I genuinely think he's going to make the same mistakes like we saw that we saw in our last couple of games. Sterling, Gallagher, but I don't think it's actually going to be Sterling, Gallagher up top. I think it's going to be Havertz. Sterling will play on the side. Gallagher will play in behind. And I reckon on the other side we might get maybe Mudryk or Felix, if I'm honest, just as a bit of, maybe one of them play. Apart from that, I think we're going with Kante, Kovacic again, block up the midfield, try and stop Arsenal playing from the midfield. I think we're going to get bypassed. I think the one thing that we need to consider is their width. The players that they have on their flanks are going to ruin us on those flanks, if I'm being completely honest. Remember, Arsenal move as a block. They always move in 4 or 5, and they're able to link with each other and then move. And then the ball's on one side, they all move together, ball comes in or it cuts in, they dribble in between, they get chances, they put it in the net. I reckon, I have to be honest, tomorrow, I think we concede early, and then I think it's not going to go well at all. My prediction for tomorrow is, I want to say Arsenal 3, Chelsea 0, but there's also a part of me that says Arsenal 4, Chelsea 0. It is going to be a battering. I don't see it going well at all. Not at all. And we'll see what happens. We'll come back after this game is said and done, and we'll see how it's ended. And we'll see if I was right, if I was wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope somehow we score a goal tomorrow. I hope somehow we pick up a point. If we pick up 3 points, bloody hell, I'll celebrate like we've won the league. I'll celebrate like we've won the league. Because there is zero reason for that to happen. Absolutely zero. And I hate to be able to come on and tell you it like this, but I want to be as real and honest and transparent as you. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm going to tell you as it is. Some like it, some don't. That's how you are. That's how you are. That's your prerogative. That's the way that you are. I don't blame you. You like it, you like it. You don't like it, you don't like it. It's tough. But this is the reality. So we'll see what happens. Let me know down below how you see it going, how you see it ending. Who do you go with? And I'll see all of you tomorrow. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Like if you've enjoyed somewhat. And I'll see you after the game. Enjoy, people. In a bit. Take care. And peace.